Bonjour, my sibling.
Anine Isaac.
Where are we going?
Taking a trip down memory lane. It's time you learn about family lore.
I've heard all the stories already.
Not the new ones.
There's more stories?
Bro, there's always a new story. We'll head over to Ron's little mischievous tale.
Ron is a trickster? My nibbling is one of us?
Oh, of course.
In January of 2024, the movie Night Swim dropped, which is a horror movie about a haunted pool starring Wyatt Russell. And since I had already been seeing the trailers and sending them to one of my friends on Instagram, I knew it was going to be bad, and I was hoping it would be funny bad, so I went to see it. After the movie ended, we sat on a hardwood bench on the way from the theater to the mall exit, and we discussed the content of what we just watched. It was a very black and peaceful night, a very cold, but peaceful night. Of course, being the anxious kid I am, I started jokingly panicking about someone popping out and stabbing us. We spent a lot of time doing absolutely nothing, just soaking in the calm darkness with our idiotic riffing, so we ended up simply messing around in the empty parking lot. There was a stray shopping cart left near the bench outside the mall entrance, and despite the slippery snow covering the whole parking lot, we decided to hop in and take turns rolling each other around at high speeds for aimless fun. We eventually made our way over and climbed up the snow mountains at the edge of the parking lot, and made little snow formations and corners to sit down in, despite it not being the best idea to stay warm. And of course, ended up sliding down from top of the peak of the snow mountain, like we used to when we were 6 years old. And we had no shame in it. It was a great night, and it was one full of joy and mischief.
I can't wait to hear about all the ways he brings balance to the circle.
Oh, he's a clever one, but we're not done yet.
Who else is there?
Alfie's got a fun one, just up the road.
Alfie? A trickster?
I'm surprised you're surprised.
I guess I shouldn't be. He's just so quiet. Then again, so am I.
Yep, here it is. Slow down so you don't miss it.
Last December, I went to my friend's Christmas party. Mind you, I was 17 at the time, and everyone bought a ton of booze. We played Cards Against Humanity and other card games while everyone was getting very drunk in this dingy little basement with Christmas music blasting in the background. But eventually a couple of the guys decided to order pizza. It was like a barbecue cheeseburger pizza, you know, the kind of thing you order when you're drunk. But then the pizza came and two extremely drunk guys had to stumble out of the house pretending to be sober to pick up the pizza from the skip driver. We get this monstrosity, and it was actually one of the best things I tasted. A couple of shots later, and this guy was saying, "Hey man, we should go next door and try to ride those goats." And his buddy added, "We should try and tip them over, man. You know, like they tried in Tommy Boy." But all I was thinking was, Jesus, this must be why men die earlier than women. And a couple more shots later, and every ounce of my social anxiety was gone. After some dancing and drunk guys getting stuck in tires, we decided to call it a night.
Oh, what a goofy guy. I never would have guessed.
That's why we're tricksters.
True. Alright. That's enough for one night.
No, it isn't.
What? Who?
Just around the corner, eyes.
I grew up in a small border town in northwestern Ontario. Fort Frances is only a stone's throw away from my First Nations community of Couchiching. In my early childhood years, we lived at the most western side of the fort and took the first bus that went right to the point to swim and frolic. My mum would pack us sandwiches and jars of Kool-Aid, and we'd stay at the point all day till the last bus. The icing on the cake was our time at the point on the 1st of July. Mum didn't pack sandwiches and Kool-Aid. No, this day was the feast of all feasts. She, my auntie and family, and my uncle and family each brought enough food to feed an army. The point became the place for parties, which of course included alcohol, pot, and all-night campfires. A different kind of memory, but like my childhood, clear as crystal to me, as it truly shaped who I am. Loving the land, playing, swimming, camping, good food, storytelling around a campfire was something I tried to impart to my kids and grandkids. I think it worked.
Mom?
Where do you think we get it?
We're a family of tricksters?
Heck yes, brother.
Should we go home?
We are home. We're always home on this land.
Ha, hey.
Hoka hey!